It's ready, babe. 我们最想要玩的 Cars 因为下雨，所以暂时停止进入。所以我们今天先玩这个有点像碰碰车的 Cars。哦，有速度，有速度哦！
What？ 哇！水尾，水尾！哇！
可以就可以，给过，给过。接下来的皮克斯玩具总动员，我们来了。
有发现吗？
我晕船了。结束了吗？
结束了。
哎呀！好会超恐怖的！你看他们的美美，你看。
真正的弹簧手，这边还有80光年，
飞向宇宙，看看 Disney 70周年限定这个把哭，不要看到素素的哦。这张 ticket， 你看可以直接把它绑上去，然后这边还有那个杯念，然后就可以绑上去，这样就可以自己特制我自己的出来。跳跳舞，
Thank you， 哇哦！
看我的纪念徽章，嘿嘿，看我的帽刚买的，还有布布布的交通月经哇！你看它的后面有什么？厉害了吧？你看，满版的蜜奇，呜呼呼！下半场迪士尼乐园走。
BB-8, is everyone assembled?
非常浮夸的苹果
苹果这颗很贵啊，快要500台币。
，440个。苹果本人，
苹果本人，苹果绿色出现了。我现在在加州的 Upland 的分隔岛上面，这个地方很特别，我们要特别停下来看，就要看这个哦。Madonna of Trail， 那这个纪念雕像，它是在1920年代的时候，有一个美国的国家女性历史组织，他们发起来是要纪念在美国拓荒时期，那时候不是要西进吗？那时候女生很辛苦啊，她们可能又要兼顾家庭，然后又要兼顾社群，她们的勇气跟精神。
Statues are located along the National Old Trail Highway, which is today became the U.S. Highway Route 40 and the historic State Route 66.
66号公路有别称
叫母亲之路。
母亲之路。
对啊，而且它里面有个时光胶囊。
时光胶囊是什么？
在2029年之后打。
所以1929年到2029年，100年的秘密藏在里面。这是圆锥形的印第安原住民帐篷，好可爱耶！而且你看它的门口，那这个其实在1930年到1940年代，它是一个美国建筑师叫做 Frank Ripper 他所打造的，而且他其实打造了7座，现在只剩下3座有在运营，其中2座就在66号公路上，所以一定要来看哦！ 的吗？
不要有点甜。
喜欢哪一个呀？
你可以选单品，选加重，可以把这简单撑起来。你可以选这种理想，或者是自己煎饭，它也可以有个很大的周期。
8个粥放在一起了，很可爱。
66号动物的护照，包含了8个不同的州，在这边对就可以盖它的印章，要把灯全部收一起。Ready? Yes. 啊 ，nice。
这边最有名的馆藏之一就是这边有世界第5大鸟蛋收藏的美称。我刚找了很久，在2楼这一面，整片都是鸟类，每个鸟种它可能搭建的鸟巢造型不一样，里面都放有鸟蛋。
These eggs are kind of based on color, these eggs are based on size and shape, and they're all from different species of birds. Is estimated, it was found in New Zealand, I think it's estimated to be about 20 or 30,000 years old. So this is the largest egg that's ever been discovered. It's an extinct species of bird called an elephant bird. These eggs are, they are fossilized, so these birds are not around anymore, they're extinct. That an elephant bird egg is 100 times bigger than an ostrich egg. And an ostrich egg is already, I think, 100 times bigger than a chicken egg.
They're open for researchers, they're open for students, but most importantly, the eggs have been used to ban the chemical DDT nationwide. So when that chemical was being found to damage eggshells, they worked here at the museum, the researchers worked here at the museum to develop the science around that.
世界第1家麦当劳博物馆。我大1的时候在麦当劳打工呢。你看这边还有一个大大的汉堡，据说里面有很多麦当劳相关的收藏小玩具。走，看我遇到谁了？在台湾常看见他哎。Hello， 麦当劳叔叔。
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the historic site of the original McDonald's Museum here in San Bernardino, California. We've been here since 1998, right here on Route 66. We have items from Taiwan, France, Germany, a lot of places, and be ready to reconnect with your childhood.
你看这边有个玩具，这是我小时候我幼稚园在玩的。
啊，这怎么玩？
没有啊，就把它组起来，组起来就会变成一个麦克鸡块的那个盒子，然后打开就变成一只恐龙。
It's an 8-sided building. This is what they brought over from the Pasadena area, and they started a barbecue, okay? McDonald's started as a barbecue. Eventually, they decided they were going to switch gears and they were going to focus on burgers and fries. So in 1948, they renovate the interior, and that's how McDonald's as we know it starts. This is what we're more familiar with. Okay, we got the red and the white and the yellow. We have the arcs, but we don't see a Ronald because in the 50s there was no Ronald. There was Speedy, and then this is how it stayed until 1961. When they sell their business to Ray Kroc, and Ray Kroc is the one who takes everything and blows it up. He creates the monster that is McDonald's. He takes it national, whereas the brothers only had 6 franchises. And when the brothers stayed in business, they had to change their name. They call themselves Big M.
Big M.
Okay, and this would stay in business until sometime in the late 60s. And eventually the brothers would move on and the property would be sold, okay? And then, sadly, the restaurant was demolished in 1972, and this music store was built. So we're sitting on top of a former music store.
男主人房间有镜子，那女主人房间没有镜子呢？男生他刮胡子的时候，他可能会看不到，不小心把自己喉咙给刮破。
真的、
下面有一个那个是放什么的呢？
尿
就是以前没有厕所，所以那个、他们就是晚上就是在就是这样使用，然后白天的时候他们最晚起来的小孩要负责倒这个。发现地板不一样，就是说这边是一个大家都可以来的空间，那边呢是这个所谓私人的空间。这边有一个很漂亮的壁炉，
哦，这是壁炉。
壁炉对，那很好玩，因为以前这边烧开水壶干嘛之类嘛，这边有个温度，然后就发现这边怎么会有一个这个？以前哪有烤吐司机，所以是烤吐司的啊。对，你把吐司呢放在上面之后呢，你放上，然后就发现上面会帮你刻一个纹路。这个厨房空间最有趣的地方是这个盆子，这全家大小人澡盆都是用这个，从爸爸妈妈到小孩全部都是这个。
可是是在这个空间洗？
对，这个空间里面，因为以前要烧热水嘛，从爸爸开始洗，妈妈洗，洗完之后大儿子洗，然后2、3、4，然后他们家好像有5个还6个小孩。
对。
所以呢，洗到最后的时候，这个水已经脏了。所以以前美国人他们有一句话讲说，当你把水泼掉的时候，就请先把你小孩拿起来。这边在讲当时的就是他们往西部迁移的时候的马车。
Most of the women and children did not ride in the wagon, they walked. So 2,000 miles walking, and they say that they actually would prefer to be walking because it was so bumpy that you didn't want to be on.
他们中间经过很多的沙漠，沙漠有很多地方没有地方可以烧火，怎么办呢？就是用这个。那这是什么呢？就是马粪。啊？对，马粪是很好的燃料。在这个过程中发展出了一个自己的特有模式，就有点像是我们现在的食物货车，但后面他们把它放下来之后，然后就可以可能准备餐点啊或什么之类的。那比较现代一点的呢，是长得像这样的形序。
对。
那我觉得它最大的差异是，再看这边有一个这个。这有点像是避震器，那多了这个避震系统之后，上面开始可以坐人。那上面的话呢，看放就是行李嘛，那小孩子也可以坐上面。对，然后你看这边水壶 Ismail， 就是他以前要寄信，那寄信的话，信放哪里？他说放在后面这边。
Up front, you have the person who is driving the stagecoach. He would need 2 hands. We have another seat, and in America, we have a saying that is, "I call shotgun." And when you say that, you mean I get to be the passenger in the car in the front seat. They had bandits who would try to steal things from the stagecoach, so they needed someone who would be protecting them. So from that, we have people who ride shotgun.
今天满满的博物馆之旅之后，压轴还是有 shopping 呢。这个 mall 是不是很厉害？这个 Outlet Mall。
对啊，因为它靠近机场，然后很多台湾人听说的就是代购，就回台湾之前都先在那边大采购一通，对，然后再从那个 Ontario 回去。
我刚刚看蛮多都是5折在卖，所以你像 American Eagle， 我刚刚已经先买一大袋了，好吧，继续逛喽。
好。